This video is going to be a very, very exciting one because we're going to be breaking down the email marketing strategy for a brand that is doing $100 million plus every single year. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the Welcome series for this brand, and we're going to be pointing out the specific things this brand is doing well that you can apply to your own Welcome series today to start converting more website visitors and traffic into customers. I'm also going to be sharing the key elements of the email marketing strategy that we apply to our clients here at my company, Haze, which allows us to build email marketing programs to 7 and 8 figures every single month. So before we dive into the video, just a quick refresh on the Shopify dashboard to show you guys that I'm qualified to speak on the topic of growing e-commerce brands. And last 90 days, one of our clients just under $2.5 million in revenue. We help 7 and 8 figure Shopify brands scale their revenue profitably, and we do that through a number of different services done for you: paid ads, ad creative, CRO, landing pages, email marketing, SMS marketing, LTV strategy, and more. Okay, so if you're looking for a partner to help you scale your e-commerce brand, maybe just a second pair of eyes to look at the current strategy and make sure that you're on the right path to scaling, then there's a link just below this video. You can go to my website, you can book a call, we can have a chat, we can talk about the challenges that you're currently facing in your brand and see if there's a fit for us to come in and work together. All right, so with that said, let's talk about Homery, which is the brand we're going to be looking at today. This is a 9-figure brand. We've actually gone through this brand on my channel before, but we've spoken about conversion optimization principles. Now we're going to be speaking about the email marketing strategy. This brand gets 2.8 million visitors every single month to their website and above. And what I'm going to be sharing is a lot of interesting things that they're doing on the email marketing side. And not only that, as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing specific points of our strategy that we apply to our clients here at Haze. We help our clients generate anywhere from 30% to 50% of their monthly revenue through email and SMS marketing alone, okay? So in order to get into the Welcome series, you sign up for, save up to $500 off. This is their website pop-up, and very, very simple, very, very easy for me to sign up, okay? So once I do that, I receive email 1 immediately. And email 1 is welcome to Homery, right? It's a brand name and subject line. It's good identification. If you can, always include your brand name in the subject line because it helps the customer identify that, hey, this email is from the brand that I just signed up to. Sounds, very, very simple and something like a no-brainer, but I see a lot of brands that they want to try different things, and it's like, just email 1 welcome series, keep it simple, right? That is the most important thing. The second thing you want to do for your welcome email is coupon front and center, right? If the sign up is like, hey, sign up and save $500 off, make sure that the first thing the customer sees when they open your email is that coupon and that offer. Don't give them a different offer. Don't say, hey, welcome to our brand. This is the founding story. Like, people don't want to know, right? At least not at this stage. There's a reason why they signed up, and you want to make sure you give them what they signed up for, satisfy that need, and then you can introduce other things, okay? Next thing is CTA above the fold, and what I'm going to be showing you here as well is conversion optimized design. This is conversion optimized design, where you having these designed emails, but they're still very, very conversion optimized. And what this means is that you have your headline, subheadline, the short text that you want to get across, front and center, then you have the CTA, and then you have an image below. I'm actually going to show you a before and after that we created for a brand, where you can see exactly how this applies, and you might be able to start seeing it in your own emails. So once you see that, you can't unsee it. By the way, if you're a new viewer here, my name is Jordan Hayes. I actually run a marketing agency where we help e-commerce brands scale their revenue profitably. Now, if you're running an e-commerce brand, you're doing over 100K per month in revenue, and you're facing challenges with scale, maybe your ads or your funnel is not working as well as it used to or should be, or even if it's just a lack of time and resource to put into scaling this part of the business, then that's exactly what we help with. So down below this video, there'll be a link to book a call with me. We'll have a conversation about your business, learn more about the challenges, your objectives, and see if there's a fit for us to work together. Worst case scenario, I can provide some insights as we're seeing with our other clients to help you at your current stage of your business. And as I mentioned, this is for brands who are doing at least 100K per month in revenue, and they need help with scaling and obviously want to scale profitably. And in the way in which we help brands scale is we provide services across both customer acquisition and customer retention, done for you services which are completely hands-off. We take care of everything for you, and that includes media buying, CRO, landing pages, ad creative, email marketing, SMS marketing, overall growth strategy, lifetime value optimization, all that stuff, okay? So with that said, let's get back to the video. Then we have some brand promises, expert service we offer, white glove delivery, protection plan, returns, shipping, everything else. These are like, just basic things that the customer wants answered, before they even make a decision to purchase, right? They want to make sure that there's some risk reversal, that there's free shipping, that they can return the product if they don't like it. Especially important for furniture, apparel, accessories, things that need sizing, but pretty much anything nowadays. You want to have like returns, you want to have, of course, free shipping is table stakes at this point. So just some other things there. And then a featured shop by section, just to make it easy for customers to come back and shop some products that they might be interested in, okay? So this is email 1. 1 hour later, right? A lot of brands, they wait, maybe 1 day, 2 days. This brand wastes no time. 1 hour later, they send this email number 2, and it's a reminder for the coupon. It says, enjoy up to $500 coupon benefits now. Offer-driven subject line, which leads to high open rate. Coupon front and center again, CTA above the fold again, conversion optimized design again, you see the same structure here. It works, at least a high click-through rate. And then again, featured shop by section. So this is just a reminder email for the first one. We're not trying to introduce other things here, simply just a reminder. Then one day, 24 hours passes, we send email number 3, which is it's an interesting time to introduce this email, but nonetheless something that I think is worth testing. And it says, your feedback shapes our future, 50% off awaits you. So it's a different offer. And what it's doing is it's asking for feedback in return, right? So already they're saying we want your feedback, fill out a survey and help us serve you better. Maybe this brand is seeing good results by if we listen to customers and get that feedback and get more buy-in from them by getting them to take a survey and getting that micro commitments, then we're more likely to get them to use that coupon and purchase, right? So we spoke about the psychological principle of micro commitments leading to bigger commitments in the future. That's one of the principles of persuasion that Robert Cialdini talks about in his book, and we're seeing this again here, right? It works super well. This is a founder angle where it's coming from the founder, dear customers, the founder, Homery, etc. And then what it's doing is it's giving you an incentive to take the survey, and then it's collecting valuable data. Of course, this survey, it's not only a way to get some buy-in, some commitment from the customers, but it's also a way to get valuable data on your customers. So if someone answers specific questions, guess what? You can create specific flows to slot those customers into to say, hey, you said that you value this thing the most in your furniture. Well, that's exactly what we provide, okay? So you can start to see how you can get a little bit personalized in the flows. If you get customers to take a survey, maybe you're getting customers to come in through a quiz. Another video we recently posted was about Woofs and their quiz and how you can get these personalization data points on the quiz, which then you use in your email marketing to increase conversion rate. It's very clever. Now, 2 days later, this is by far one of my favorite emails that I've ever seen, which is email number 4, and they've disguised this as a support ticket. If you look at this email, it looks like something you would receive from a brand if you submitted like a ticket, maybe on Gorgeous or Salesforce or whatever, and it's like, it creates a case for you and it sends an email to you. It says your Homery case number 824781 has been updated. Now, I didn't submit any ticket, right? This is part of their email sequence, and they've made it look exactly like a ticket, right? I think it's very clever. And it says Homery act now for exclusive savings on your pending order. And disguise support ticket, there's a personal contact number in here as well. So if we just read through this email, there's dear value customer, quick thing here, I would actually go with the first name, right? Because if you're submitting a support ticket, you would know the first name and you would add that in. But I'm Jackson from Homery, so I had to announce our exclusive spring promotion, etc. Spring promotion offers. Here's the 2 offers. You can use these 2 codes with some urgency, valid for 3 days, valid for 2 days. These offers apply to non-clearance items, 1 coupon per order, etc. Need assistance, contact me via WhatsApp with a personal number, right? I think this is really clever because, again, people love to buy from people. They don't like to buy from faceless brands. They want someone they can buy from, and because we're more likely to trust other people, right, than just like a faceless brand. So what we can do is if we can give them this person Jackson as a face to the brand, right? I would go even further and add like a little image here of Jackson, right, to add even more trust in this email and put a face to the name. And having this like WhatsApp number, it just, even if the customers never use it, they say, wow, like, I don't have to call the customer support and go through like an automated message. I can just hit up Jackson on WhatsApp and get answers. I think that's a very smart thing that this brand is doing, and something that you should consider applying to your brand as well. So this is a very clever email. 1 day later, we go through the final email, which is introducing a USP, a unique mechanism for this brand, which is their free design service. Now, if you offer something that is different to other brands or that can help your customers in the process of buying, introduce that in the welcome series. So for free design service, Transform Your Hoe today, we talk about the USP in the subject line, and the use of the word free is a trigger word. That's what is going to allow higher open rate. And then again, conversion optimized design, headline, subheadline, CTA button above the fold, and the image in the background, and we're just introducing the design service, okay? So that's very simple email, some obviously products to shop by, etc. throughout the rest of the email. So what I want to show you is this conversion optimized design in a little bit more detail. This is like a brand Buell that we designed a before and after for. So this was, or I guess currently is, their welcome series email number 1, right? You can see that, okay, it's, there's no real like design hierarchy, just like a bunch of images and a bunch of text. There's no, unified branding here as well, like different button colors, like pretty random, not really on brand, and not a lot of information, right? It's just images and buttons, and a newsletter to our daily writers featuring latest, like doesn't really give me anything, right? If I sign up for the brand, I want something in return, as we mentioned. But again, look at the difference in the after. Look at the difference in the conversion optimized design, where we just spoke about, where we have bold headline, bold image, everything's very clear, and we have the CTA button above the fold. Fuel the power of true American engineering. I think it's a much stronger headline than Welcome to Buell from the inside. Experience the next level of American-made performance of Buell motorcycles, right? A very cool image of someone riding a motorcycle, explore models, and then we go Welcome to Buell, and then we give them some more insights into the brand. and we show the different bikes. And I think this is just a much better structure as well. Everything is more unified. It's brand on brand, black and white, very, very easy to consume, very easy to read. You know, with these different button colors, it's a bit random. You know, this text on that color is hard to read. Just much more unified, right? And we're seeing that with Homery as well, with their designed emails, is that there's a unified structure, there's a unified branding, hierarchy. It's very, very easy on the eye to consume, right? The white, the black, the orange is very, very easy for us to consume. And the white and black here with BL is the same. So at my company, we have, you know, very, very structured approach to email and SMS marketing in terms of our strategy. And I can send this document to you if you want. It's like a mega doc that we put together where it has, you know, deliverability checklist, which is really the foundations of your email marketing. We want to make sure all that stuff is set up. A campaign strategy, 80%, 20%, you know, how we approach that. And then building campaigns, how we do that. We have conversion optimized design, more examples here. You want to split out your audience segments for non-customers, customers. You want to have, you know, different tests based on engagement, just to make sure you're sending to the right audiences. Email marketing flows, these are all the flows you should be using, right? There's a lot of different ones. And then some more details around like how many emails you should include in each one. But don't want to go too deep into this today because obviously we'll be here for a while. But A/B testing as well, like how you should be A/B testing in your flows and your campaigns, what you should be optimizing for, the amount of data that you need to, you know, be able to see if you actually reach statistical significance with these tests and so on. And of course, email collection pop-up, just some quick ones here. Something that we're seeing work really well is that we have a pop-up where we ask, just zoom in here, we ask customers like, hey, do you want this discount, right? And basically they have to click a button, say, yes, I want the discount, claim out $70 off, whatever it is, or decline, or no thanks, or, you know, no, I hate offers, or no, I want to pay full price, something like this. And what this does is it gets a micro commitment, right? We just spoke about micro commitments, but if someone clicks this, now we already have a commitment from them. They're more likely to follow through and enter the email. So what happens on the next screen is we ask them for their email, and then we ask them for the SMS, and so on and so forth. So this is a great way to increase the conversion rate of the amount of people that are signing up for the email list. I'd recommend you test this because, yeah, it's worked really well for us, okay? And then, you know, we obviously can go into building community, retention marketing, all that stuff, life cycle. But this is really, you know, the main things I wanted to cover today around email marketing strategy, just to give you guys some examples from a welcome series. And yeah, if you like these videos, you want to see more email marketing stuff, let me know down below. And if you're looking for a partner to help with your email marketing, help you increase your lifetime value, really come in, build a customer lifecycle strategy, then there'll be a link below this video to book a call with me. We'll have a conversation about your business, understand the current challenges when it comes to retention marketing, and see if there's a fit for us to work together. All right, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.